Hey, this is F95. Welcome to episode number 11. This time we're doing a time-lapse video, so this is not live recording. Only at the end there will be a live recording of me talking, so then I will stop doing the non-live shit and start showing you the live stuff. But for right now, I will just talk about what I'm doing on the video. Basically, I am watching the video and you're watching the video. We're both watching this video at the same time, which kind of makes it live because I'm not gonna redo anything. I might make some cuts here and there, but generally that's it. Here I'm just using my launch stage to get up into the upper atmosphere, and then I thought I'd use these arrow spikes because they're generally, I'd say, efficient, and as opposed to the turbojets, these are actually capable of burning in a place where there's no atmosphere, so that's interesting. Also, here I'm trying to get an escape trajectory with my last few stages, yeah, these are my last few stages, and whoop, burn. So what I'm basically going to do here, and it took me extremely long to get to Eve, by the way, guys. It took me very long, like 1 hour, I think. It took me very long to get to Eve. 1 hour, I think. Anyways, you'll see why in a minute, because I had to do countless and countless orbits, because I wouldn't get an encounter. I would miss the planet every single time, which is, oh god, I am giving away too much spoilers. I really shouldn't. So I used 3 nuclear engines for the last stage, and they are very efficient. I didn't even need to refuel as I thought. I actually had to refuel, which is basically the reason why I built the space stations, is because I thought I needed to refuel. But in the end, it didn't matter because the nuclear engines got far enough anyway. So here I'm trying to get a trajectory going to, or close to, the trajectory or orbit that Eve has, so that I have a higher chance of actually getting an encounter. So here we go. Yeah, there we go. I quick saved there because I was worried it might just, I might just fuck up, which happens a lot when I'm playing Kerbal Space Program. It happens a lot when I fuck up shit. Also, when you reload stuff, sometimes stuff really spazzes out. Mainly if you have a lander or something. Sometimes your lander tends to do, like, jump up all of a sudden, which is weird. On this craft was actually very maneuverable. It was very nice to fly, so no bad parts on that side. Here I'm trying to bring it even closer. There we go. However, I shouldn't have done this, or actually no, never mind. This is the correct approach. However, I should have done a little bit more planning, so I could, like, get a first time encounter. Because I didn't. I had to orbit around it a lot of times, and even on the maximum speed up, that still takes around 20 minutes of waiting. Yeah, it took long. So next time I should really plan it out, which I didn't, because I already recorded that episode as well, which I didn't plan it out. I really didn't plan it out. I should really plan out stuff more, which I am doing right now, but not at these recordings. I was already trying out these planning maneuvers on Minmus, and it tends to work very well, because normally it took me like 1 month to get to Minmus, or like in-game time, and now I can get to Minmus in under 5 hours of flight time, like in-game time, not real life time, but 5 hours. That's not a lot of time in-game. Like, this took me just about under 1,000 days to get to Eve, which is ridiculous. I had to, look at these poor Kerbals. They're gonna be in their freaking cramped up capsule for so long. Oh, it's quite bad. I mean, I should have thought about that. I'm such a terrible person to these Kerbals. I mean, I'm just letting them wait for just 1,000 days, which is ridiculous. Here, I got a close encounter, which I thought would be it, but it wasn't, because I missed. I believe I missed, I don't know actually. Maybe I'm still gonna get it, but I believe I missed. I really do. I think I missed. Well, we'll see. Maybe I didn't. I think this was my first attempt at getting in a collision course, but I think I failed, but I'm not sure. We'll see. So there we go. It's quite a close encounter though, but still. Also, I'd like to note that Eve has a bigger gravitational pull than Kerbal, which also means you have to be less close to the planet in order to, you know, get pulled in. So that was certainly a lot easier. Also, the atmosphere is so much thicker. The atmosphere is, I believe, 5 times as thick as Kerbal. Basically what that means, if you use a parachute on Kerbal and you slow down almost completely, you slow down by a shit ton on Eve. You slow down almost completely on Eve because the atmospheric pressure is just so dense. And I just had to reload a quick save because I thought I messed up, but then I was like, oh, screw this. And I tried again, or I tried to get another close encounter by making a new maneuver. About here, I believe. No? Maybe the next orbit, I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't have called this like a non-live recording. It's kind of live. I mean, I'm not gonna fix anything, so. I also don't have anything to talk about, really. I can only talk about what I'm seeing, so I'm not seeing a lot right now, so yeah. Listen to the nice music, sped up by Sony Vegas. Oh yes. Yep, this stuff took a long while. I'm waiting for something interesting to happen, so I can't really, you know, look, something interesting happening. I think this is it. This is going to be the orbit, I think. I'm not sure, though. No, I don't think. Well, you know, we'll see. Yep. I believe this is the orbit I'm getting here. Like, I'm not sure. Yes, this is it, I think. Something else to talk about. I have already talked about the IVA views, which I'd like to have like more views, because like the MK2 and the MK3 capsules don't have views in there, or the MK2 for airplanes doesn't have that, which is kinda, you know, and they should have. I would love to have an observation deck, so no throttle, no, not anything, just to see that. Wait 1 sec, I'm closing my fucking window. You know what? people are screaming outside because they're. What the fuck? Wait, what? They're like two girls, literally on the road, like lying down on the road, like. I don't know what drugs they took, but it's interesting. Oh, what the hell? What the hell are these people doing? What the hell's wrong with these people? Whoa. Okay, something interesting just happened. Oh, what? Well, it wasn't in game, so yeah. What the fuck just happened outside? I have no idea. Oh god. For the love of God, why were they like literally in front of my window? Well, in front of my window. They were in front of my window, but they were like at the ground floor, not where I'm basically at the top floor, so it's not really in front, though they're in front of my house, literally. And I believe this is the orbit I wanted, or the encounter, which I will get. There you go. You already see the trajectory planner. You can already see that I will get an encounter if I finish the trajectory thing. So here you see me doing stuff. Also, you can actually see, if you look closely, you directly already have an elliptical orbit. Well, not a full elliptical orbit, but as opposed to something like Minmus, where you just fly by without getting any curve whatsoever, or you get curved, but not that much. Here you get curved almost all the way, so you don't have to do much. Also, what I'm doing here is basically I'm trying to get the orbit lower, and because I don't have much fuel left, I thought, hey, maybe I can just get rid of all my velocity in the atmosphere. So that's what I did. I basically made it so low so I would like go through the atmosphere, so I would slow down more and more. And here I took a little picture because I thought that would be nice, because this was my first time on Eve, so hey, why not? So I guess I thought for a second there, I think. I mean, it was like very slow at that point. Yeah, here you can see me lowering down the orbit to, I don't know what, but it's just about enough to go to the atmosphere and slow down and kill all my velocity. However, what you will also see that I have multiple, how do you say that? Tries, I guess? Attempts. That was the word I'm looking for. I had numerous attempts to do this because I wasn't happy with the place I landed every single time, because when I changed the trajectory, I never like really came on that point, simply because, you know, it just didn't work. Because the planet was moving at the bottom of me and I was getting slowed down, so the trajectory didn't really work. But here I killed basically Mr. Nuclear Engines, so they just lost hope of ever returning home. They really just did, because they're not even going to be able to launch with this. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't even think those nuclear engines were enough to get from the ground up from this planet, because this planet is, the atmospheric density is just ridiculous, so you have a ridiculous amount of drag, which already makes it kind of impossible to basically launch from Eve. But it is possible, but fuel efficiency is very, very low. I guess the highest fuel efficiency for launching, I think, would be on either an asteroid, which has no gravity or a very, very, very small gravity, or on the lightest weight moon there is, which I don't know the name of and I don't know which one it is. But if you were to have a launch pad there, you would have... Oh, you could go so far, like ridiculous. I mean, you could use nuclear engines to lift off, take humongous tanks with you, and just take a few nuclear engines with you. Oh, and this is my second attempt because I wasn't happy with the place I landed. I wanted some place close to an ocean, and I didn't really get that when I landed the first time. So I tried it a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time, and a fifth, sixth, blah, blah, blah. I tried it so many times. Not all of them are recorded, so... But I tried it a lot of times, which... yeah, it did. It was probably half of the time it took me, like, for this video, half of this time I took to make this video went to getting to Eve and landing on Eve and landing on Eve and landing on Eve, because I retried and retried and retried until I was happy with it, and I landed at a quite nice spot, and I'm going to stop spoiling shit, so I'm not gonna tell you where. I'm not gonna spoil it anymore. But I thought the place I eventually landed was pretty nice, I guess. I'm happy with it, so hey, why not? I'm out of topics again, sorry guys. Topics. The heat! It's fucking hot in Holland. Yeah, it's very hot. It's hot, 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 hot. Because the fucking... I don't know, it just started to become hot as hell. For no reason. There you go, nice effects. Oh, I really think they're gonna add, sooner or later, they're gonna add, like, overheating because your re-entry is too hot, and you need heat shields, and you need this, and you need that. Oh, it's gonna be terrible. It's going to be even, Kerbal Space Program is going to be even harder than it already is. Now, for me, that's not a problem, because I'm already getting better and better and better. But for beginners, I mean, for me, when I began to play this game, it was ridiculously hard. I had no idea, no clue whatsoever how to play this game. You know, I had no idea how to do this. So, I can't imagine that later along the road, Kerbal Space Program is going to be impossible for newbies. I don't know why, but I just think it's going to be impossible for newbies sooner or later, because they're going to add more and more and more stuff that's going to make it more and more realistic, which is going to make it more and more hard. It makes it more challenging, yes, but yeah, at the same time, it's kind of, it's already hard enough. In my opinion, it's still hard for me, at least. Well, it's not hard. Well, sometimes it's hard. I mean, you know, fuel efficiency and stuff. But once you have all the knowledge of the planets, if you know where you're going to, if you know the atmosphere, if you know those sort of things, you can pretty much land anywhere you want. Oh, and here we go. This was actually a very nice spot to land. It kind of looked cool, and I missed it. I missed it. But anyways, that was the place I am going to land finally. Spoilers. I did it again. I promised myself not to spoil it. But that little continent up there, I chose to land on because it's very close to the water, and it's very low as well. Then again, it would be cool if I landed on the island. But then again, then I wouldn't have that much exploring area to do. So here you see me land again. And I wanted to land a little bit further, so I tried using my engines to go a little bit further, which didn't really work out very well. Well, it did, but I didn't get far enough because of the engine. And I thought I was very close to the water, but in fact, I really wasn't. But I still, I just accepted the fact that I wasn't that close. So, yeah. Also, something weird is that, well, not weird, but something weird I found out is that Eve is actually a very hot planet. It's 150 degrees Celsius with water. The water is not boiling because there's a lot of air pressure or atmospheric pressure, which is basically preventing it from boiling. So anyways, that means that I don't know if you guys have seen this, but when you have a low pressure like vacuum, you bring down the boiling point, so it actually starts to boil at room temperature. But if you higher that same pressure, it actually becomes harder to boil, which basically higher the boiling point. So now I am going to show you the little bit of the, the pre-recorded, or actually the already recorded audio and video and everything. So you will see me there. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're finally on Eve. 985 days later, we are on Eve. 985 days. These two people, Chuck Kerman and Kurt Kerman, have been cramped up in a tiny space for 985 days, 21 hours and 16 minutes. Or that's maybe 21 days actually, never mind. 21 days and 16 hours. So let's plant our flag near this lake. We're going to look for a nice spot. So let's get Chuck out of this capsule, and we're going to kind of test how the gravity is and everything. I probably can't even use my jetpack. Let's see, how high can I jump on this planet? This is about just the same as Kerbal, I'd say. That also would mean I cannot get a lift off with my jetpack, which is kind of sad, but hey, whatever. So let's run around, or actually let's F5 this, and then if I want to know if I can swim. I don't know. I have a spacesuit, right? So should be able to. Oh, this is actually, it looked like it's not that far away, but actually it's like very far away. You know what? I'm not even going to plant the flag there. It's so far away. What's that? See two black spots. Or black lines. Is that a circle? Wait. Kinda is, isn't it? Ish. I just want to see if this guy can swim, that's all. And then I'll just plant a flag right next to thingy. This is what you get when you can't use your jetpack. Slow. Oh! Hey guys, never mind. Look, that is where I am, right? Near Eve Lander. That's where I wanted to go. Holy shit! Oh man, I wish I could land there though. Like, just close to the water. Just getting some water. 3 kilometers. Oh god. How far is that? Like 3 kilometers. Oh, okay, this is 200 meters, right? That's 200 meters. If that's 200 meters, then this is 200, 400, 600, 800, 1k. 1.2 kilometers. So they're 1.2 kilometers away from a water source, which isn't that bad. I mean, I want to kind of put a rover here so they can get to the water more easily, and explore a little bit. So yeah, what the? Screw you, KSP. No, never, never, never. How can you do this to me? Last time you blew up my moonlander, now you're doing this to me. Hey, you know what? Never mind, guys. I don't need him anyway. I can probably edit the save file and say, okay, this was actually a solar panel, so put that solar panel back there. I can probably edit it like that, so it isn't that big of a deal. Besides, I don't really need energy right now, simply because, you know, more than enough energy. So let's go back in the spaceship. Sadly, this is a one-way trip, so they will stay here forever. So board that, and I hope you liked this episode of KSP. Please leave a comment if you want to see something different, or please leave a comment, for that matter, leave a comment on what I should do next. Anyways, guys, please just buy. I forgot like the most important thing. Oh. He was like, oh shit, we gotta plant the flag. Yeah, okay, so I forgot to plant the flag. So what I'm going to do is, let's put it on the spot of light, I guess. Let's put it on this spotlight. Right about here. I said there, not here. Oh, well, whatever, you know, whatever. Yeah, great, an inverted flag. I don't give a shit anymore. An inverted flag. Okay, site name, Eve Base. EV. Evo! Eve Base of Operations. Woohoo! There we go, little flag. A little bit inverted, I don't care. Read plaque. My first Eve landing. There you go. That's good, isn't it? Nice little flag with my logo on it. What is that on the bottom? Oh, those are the throttle thingies. Anyways, guys, bye.